I feel like I'm getting hammered.
What if the biggest star in women's basketball is getting hammered? Not just by defenders, but by the refs. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's record-breaking rookie, has taken the WNBA by storm with her deep threes and jaw-dropping assists. But every game, fans are left fuming over calls that don't come and whistles that seem to blow at all the wrong times. Is this just tough competition, or is something bigger going on? Let's unpack the moments that have everyone talking, and trust me, you won't believe how wild this gets.
Indiana leads by 11 with 5:48 remaining in the second.
Minutes into the 2024 playoffs, Clark faced the Connecticut Sun with the whole world watching. Early in the game, Sun guard Dijanai Carrington lunged for the ball but caught Clark square in the eye. The hit left her dazed, blinking hard to shake it off. Fans held their breath, waiting for a whistle. Nothing. Not a foul, not a flagrant. Silence. Clark struggled after that, shooting just 1 for 9 in the first half. A bruise blooming around her eye. It wasn't just a missed call, it felt like a message, and what happened next only made things crazier.
As everyone else has seen this angle, I'm calling her in and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Social media exploded after that no call. Fans flooded X, calling the game an absolute embarrassment. One viewer dubbed it the worst officiated match they'd ever seen, while others demanded the league explain why Clark seemed to get no protection. Hashtags trended, clips of the hit racked up millions of views, and the debate raged. Was this sloppy refereeing, or were the refs turning a blind eye on purpose? But that eye hit was just the start of a string of moments that had everyone questioning the officials.
Clark trying to get around Mabry. Clark to the rim, reverses it home through the contact.
Fast forward to August 28th, 2024, another clash with the Sun. This time, Alyssa Thomas barreled through Clark with a shoulder check that sent the rookie crashing to the floor. The arena gasped. It was brutal. Surely that's a flagrant, right? Nope, just a common foul. Fans took to X again, one tweeting, "That's not basketball, that's a cheap shot." Another called it straight up bullying. The consensus was clear. What Clark was enduring looked way beyond tough defense, and yet the controversies kept piling up.
Another look here at the heavy contact. There for Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, they're not going to look at this. They might.
It's gotten the fans here fired up.
Then came a moment that flipped the script. On August 18th against the Seattle Storm, Clark missed a shot and, frustrated, lightly tapped the backboard's padding. Before anyone could blink, the refs hit her with a technical foul. A technical? For that? The crowd booed, stunned. Clark later explained she was just mad at herself, but the refs called it disrespectful to basketball. Meanwhile, earlier in that same game, Seattle's Skylar Diggins-Smith shoved Clark during a timeout, hyping up the crowd. No call, no warning. The double standard was glaring, and it left fans wondering what was really going on. Another game, another head scratcher. On September 11, 2024, against the Las Vegas Aces, Jackie Young's hand smashed into Clark's face during a drive. Clark stumbled, shaken, but the refs, common foul, nothing more. Boos rained down, and X lit up with fans posting, "How is a face hit not reviewed?" It wasn't just about one call anymore. It was about a pattern. Each game seemed to bring a new moment where Clark took a hit and the whistle stayed silent. But there's more to this story than just bad calls.
Okay, by now I'm sure you've seen Skylar Diggins assault Caitlin Clark after Indiana blew out Seattle.
Is Clark just getting the rookie treatment, or is something else at play? Some say every new star gets roughed up. It's the WNBA's way of testing grit, but others point to whispers of jealousy or even league politics. Clark's massive popularity has skyrocketed TV ratings, and not everyone's thrilled about her stealing the spotlight. Posts on X have speculated wildly, some claiming 17% of the league's flagrant fouls targeted her alone. Whether that's true or not, the chatter's loud, and it's hard to ignore the idea that Clark's being officiated differently. And then came a moment that raised an even bigger question.
I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the three and then I went and hit the backboard, and he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. But I think he fired me up to continue to play a lot harder. I thought we got a lot better after he did that, so I want to thank him for that.
Back on May 20th, 2024, against the Sun again, Clark fought through a screen and went down hard, clutching her ankle in pain. The crowd froze, expecting a stoppage. Nothing. No foul, no review. Clark grimaced but got up, playing through the discomfort. That moment wasn't just about fairness, it was about safety. If a rolled ankle from a hard screen doesn't get a call, what does? Fans vented online, one writing, "How do you grow the game when stars aren't protected?" It's a question that's getting harder to dodge.
Now, what little girl wants to grow up and play in a league where you're targeted like that? How do you sit here and profess and demand that everyone take women's sports seriously when you can't even take it seriously enough to not act like a junior high queen on the court? It's stupid. That's so dumb. It looks like a soap opera.
Through it all, Clark's been a warrior. Despite the hits, the no calls, the technicals, she keeps delivering. In that Seattle game with the technical foul, she dropped 23 points, leading the Fever to a 17-point win. Against Vegas, she shook off the face hit and stayed locked in. Her stats, 19.2 points, 8.4 assists per game, screams superstar, but her grit screams legend. Every time she gets knocked down, she pops back up, making it clear she's here to stay. But there's one thing she can't control.
Clark, harassed by Carrington, finds Boston. Clark gets hit in the face by Carrington and is down. And Clark is still down after taking a shot following the pass to Boston.
The WNBA hasn't said much about the officiating complaints. No statements, no reviews, just silence. That quiet has fueled speculation. Does the league want Clark to tough it out? Are they worried about looking soft? Or is there pressure to keep the focus off her and on the rest of the game? Whatever the reason, the lack of answers is keeping fans on edge, and it's turning every Clark game into a lightning rod for debate. What happens next could shape the league's future. So here we are with a rookie rewriting record books and a league facing questions it can't ignore. Is Caitlin Clark being targeted by refs? Or is this just the price of stardom? The missed calls, the brutal hits, the inconsistent whistles, they've sparked outrage, but they've also shown Clark's unbreakable spirit. What does this mean for her career, for the WNBA, for the fans demanding fairness? Tell us what you think in the comments, because this story's far from over. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep digging into the moments that shake up the game.